Aloha and welcome to CLIC Connect. This episode is being brought to you by our friends at Chicago Title, National Commercial Services Group, and Red Roof Franchising. Today I'm in the ALOHA State. Not really, but my guest is, we've got Geoff Graf from Hogan Hospitality on board. Aloha, Geoff. How are you?
Aloha, Craig. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well too.
Doing well. Thank you very much for making the time to be on the show. You've got some good news. Your state is reopened. How's that going?
It is going well. We were a bit concerned early on with the messaging that was getting out, but we have had an average of just over 8,000 arrivals per day since the 15th when our pre-test arrival program started, which is slightly better than we expected. Of those 8,000 arrivals per day, approximately 70% are visitors. It's all been going very well.
Very nice. Now, out of all those visitors, are they more international or from the continental U.S.?
All from the continental U.S., domestic. We don't really have an international arrival program yet. We are working with Japan right now to establish a pre-test program with them. We hope to have that up and running by the end of the year.
Now, is that going to be followed by Australia, New Zealand, and some other Pacific nations?
As much as we would like that to happen, I think the issue there is on the other end. Australia, for example, is prohibiting travel in or out of the country at this point. So we'll have to wait for them to be ready to go before we can start moving forward with that. But we'd obviously love to have them as well.
Oh, absolutely. They're a big part of tourism over there. How about our neighbors to the north in Canada? What's the word on that?
Still, same situation. We don't have a program set up. We'd love to. This is the time of year when we would have the majority of our Canadian visitors here, and we love having them. They're great people to come in and visit. They're often repeat, and they stay for a longer period than most people. Absolutely.
Hey, Jeffrey, why don't you tell the audience about this beautiful hotel behind me?
The Royal Kona Resort. It's an icon in Kona, as you know.
Yeah.
We just finished. As we entered the COVID pandemic, we were already underway with a multi-million-dollar renovation, rooms renovation. So we accelerated that and were able to get it completed. We opened up on October 15th and have been welcoming guests since then. As you know, Craig, the Royal Kona Resort started its life as a Hilton. It was actually Conrad Hilton's first hotel in Hawaii on the Big Island, and it's just an iconic. If you drive into Kona, that's the building that's going to stand out. We've got a wonderful presence out there on the point, and it's really a true Hawaii experience when you go to the Royal Kona Resort.
It is, and the architecture of this building is just so timeless. It is just a jewel for the state of Hawaii, and I can't wait to see it. Okay, so a little bit of a break with the pandemic. You were able to accelerate the renovations on this. How much did you spend on the renovation on this hotel, if you don't mind me asking? You can always say no comment. I mean, that's fine.
Let's just say it was a multi-million-dollar renovation.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. Now, while you were doing this, some of your other assets were also taking advantage of this horrible time, and you were renovating other properties on other islands as well, correct?
Absolutely. We took advantage at Royal Lahaina Resort, which you're very familiar with.
Yeah, I've stayed there a few times. Halloween.
So we took advantage there. Did new carpet in all our corridors, in the rooms. We redid pools. We refreshed the lobby. So that property is up and running and looking fabulous. We took advantage of Kauai and basically have gone through the whole property. Kauai is the one property that we do not have open yet. The message was not necessarily as clear for Kauai, so we opted to keep it closed, but we're reopening that property on November 12th and looking forward to it, taking advantage of the fact that we've been running in the 90% occupancy range for several years. All of a sudden you come to a grinding halt. You say, well, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to spend money and get ready for our guests to come back. And that's what we've done at all of our properties.
Absolutely. When you're running 90% occupancy, things wear out a lot quicker, whether it's televisions, carpeting, elevators, any number of things, pool equipment. It's all the pool furniture, everything is getting beat up pretty regularly. What are you hearing from your travel partners? Hawaiian Air and United obviously are a couple of the big players, but you've got Alaska and all the other U.S. carriers coming in. How is that going? How's that coordination gone with, the COVID-19 testing and being reported to the state? And again, this has only been going on for a few days, so it's not, gotten all the bugs worked out yet. But how's that going?
Craig, our airline partners have been fabulous. They've created their own testing programs. They are running promotions. They're doing everything they can to fill seats and bring in guests. United stepped up. They were the first one to come out with a testing program out of San Francisco, and I believe it's established in LA. Hawaiian, obviously, has really instituted a great program, and they're expanding that. All the airlines are expanding the testing options that they're providing, in addition to the safe travel partners that Hawaii has designated.
Wonderful. That's all great news. Unfortunately, my friend, we are out of time. So how can people get a hold of you? Maybe get management, agreement signed. If not in the ALOHA State, maybe in the Golden State, because you do have an operation here and you've got a new president of that operation out here as well. So why don't you kind of roll that all in and we'll say aloha after that.
Absolutely. Well, as you know, we have Marin Management based out of Sausalito, and we have a new president that we're thrilled about, Pat Mitchell. We've actually been very busy. I can't name the property now, but we just signed a new property. So during this time period, we're still growing on the mainland, and we have some exciting things that'll happen before the end of the year. So we'll look forward to filling you in on that. But if anybody needs to get a hold of me or Pat, and they can do that through me, for Hogan Hospitality Group or Marin Management. Okay to give my cell phone number?
Absolutely.
808.
Give me your email too.
808-351-9086. And my email is Geoff, Geoff, at HoganHospitalityGroup.com. And we're looking forward to getting through this and coming out into 2021 much stronger and better for everything that we've all endured.
Absolutely. Geoff, my friend, thank you very much. And you know what? I'm going to see you on March 4th, 2021 at the 5th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference here at the Crown Jewel of the Anaheim Resort area, the JW Marriott. So until the next time, aloha.
Aloha.